get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Notre Dame's offense will start this game off. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast. Something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The jeweled shillelagh.
He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little dance step. Oh, what a cut! They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pocket starts to collapse. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The quick out. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Using his legs, it's Marks. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. It's a draw. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. To the air, it's Moss. Quickly complete. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Spits it out to the back. The sure hands, it's Martins. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Good right down the boulevard. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. They've got the screen set up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Oh, what a move. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Moss. Fires to the wide out. On target over the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And the Trojans brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Going up top on first down. Release to the back. That's caught. It's marked. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On second down, he'll let it fly. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Robinson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. He's going to pass. Snags it over the middle. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Now on second down. Looking downfield. It's Moss. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And the D deny them on second and goal. The back goes in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Let's see what they've got on second down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the returner will be dragged down. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go right back to the run. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Looking for room. It's Marks. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Collins. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Makes his connection. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The a solid return there, offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He'll do it himself. And the ball squirted out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about it as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Dialing up a second down pass play. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And now on second down for this offense. The run to the left. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. Keeps it going. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. On the move, it's Marks.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Moss. They're bringing heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. He leaves it with his back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him, and nobody's close. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, USC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Got his man! And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. The throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Finds his man down the middle. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll give it to the back. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking for room. It's Locke. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good. He nailed it. Win, 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 win. It seems the only obstacle in their path could be getting bored or not paying close enough attention as they continue their run toward perfection.
And everything's just lined up beautifully for this team this year. We knew coming into the season they had guys that could go out and make plays and win games. We knew all about the coaching staff, but they've been able to avoid the injuries. The schedule has been difficult at times, but they've been able to overcome those challenges. This team, right now, it's like the unstoppable force, David. Everything that gets put in their way, they're just knocking it down.
just mowing them down, shutting them down, doing everything they need to. And you know what's great about this time of year as a player? Award season. The banquets are around the corner, the Heisman Trophy awards, all those, the top defensive player awards in the country. Those are all coming.